Alright, welcome back everybody for episode 3 of Horizon Zero Dawn. We just got to the bottom of this elevator here, and we have to make our way to... Chainscrape? Yep. This should be fun. Oh, it's free fast travel from a campfire? Do I have to kill animals in this too? For upgrades? Sorry, guys.
Those machines must have torn through this camp. This valley definitely isn't safe.
Oh, hey, buddy. I'll get you later.
Fire could hurt it.
Got him. What saw me? I think one of my favorite things about the Horizon games is just fighting the machines. It's so fun.
I can grab this from my stash later.
Oh, those were explosives, weren't they? I assume we're gonna need all this meat for later. Like, the meat and the pelts and stuff. Whoa. Gotta pick up everything, man.
It's a dead machine. That must be Chainscrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
Alright. Clearly the game wants me to go here, so... Oh, yeah, I see a new quest marker.
Hold on to this for later.
I assume that's going to be inside the building.
Outlander approaching. That the savior? Wanna come in, savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, savior.
Open up, guys. Jaruf's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra.
Can't do it.
I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you.
Everybody's so
Gotta move
upset that
on.
I'm doing like a mission.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs,
Yeah,
with
I
your
guess that
friends,
is. I can
come
understand
find
where
us at
she's
the
coming
brewery.
from.
Your choice.
I get it.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Salutations, fair maiden.
Oh, there's a lot of missions.
We are on the same side here, Olin. The bristlebacks are threatening us all.
Oh, drop the act.
What do you want, Olin? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfant Freeholder, at your service.
I don't trust him.
So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards.
This
all
guy.
we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in barren light shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh my god.
Oh, so you're not just standing
This guy
around
freaking
profiting off
sucks.
everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
God,
I
that
see what
guy.
the Tarja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
A melee pit.
You
Jesus
wanted to
Christ,
speak
look at
to
this
me?
dude.
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say,
What about the other side?
I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits.
Okay.
My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay, the melee pit. Test your close quarter combat fighting skills against other human opponents. Complete all challenges against other fighters to ultimately face the pit master. The pit also allows you to practice your melee skills in a focused tutorial or an open-ended training session. Let's just do it. Why is it locked? Oh. Block Breaker and Resonator Blast. Holy shit. The Enduring is a level 32 mission.
Nice.
Alright. So, I guess it's under Warrior. Resonator Blast. Block Breaker. These are the 2 I need. Well, damn, that sucks. I kind of don't like that you have to get the skills, but because I'll forget to come back. If I'm being honest. Okay, let's go up here to the left.
Hey, Milduff. Milduff. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
Yeah.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But...
He needs
But my
equipment.
special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
what do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do.
Do I have any of that already?
Griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way, assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Milduff. I'll keep an eye out.
So
All right.
That's what gratitude sounds like,
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
if you say so.
All right.
Just need to grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
Oh God.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Okay. Oh Lord.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there's how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Nodes
Okay.
also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, I own the
Oh,
board,
crap.
so I get to choose who goes first.
I did not mean to skip
Since
that.
this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a sec. Perfect.
Okay.
There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2. Did you get all that?
I think so.
Knew you were a smart one. Not pulling any. Now grab that second machine. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack.
Okay.
Now some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see it
Oh.
marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine... Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your... But sometime, overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time.
Okay.
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing it now. You'll notice you didn't get quite, but that means you're the winner.
Okay.
That wasn't so hard. Just remember to you'd be surprised the advantage I would save my behind in the game.
I'll try.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there.
Okay.
You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn the game in your favor. Though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or
Oh.
you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me, always. Now, if you feel like I could even teach you a few more.
Thanks.
All right. I think I'm going to do this in my own time.
Don't be a stranger.
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape.
Oh, we know.
I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and...
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the maybe Ulvund will stop blaming, and maybe then he'll...
Alright guys, real quick, I gotta pause. Alright guys, sorry about that. Oh, I got the hiccups. We'll end this episode once we finish exploring this town. An ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus scanners here. Weak to acid. Okay. Won't let me talk to him, so. We got one more side mission all the way up there. Okay, weapon upgrades 2. Hunter bow. How much do I need to upgrade it? Oh. 50 metal shards and 1 braided wire. Okay. We'll upgrade it one more time. I'm gonna hold off on upgrading the blast thing. I don't really ever use it that much. Alright, before we upgrade our armor. Okay, pouch upgrades. Here we go. 2 boar hide for that one. Yes, please. Sure, why not?
This should be useful. Now, shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Too late, already did. Oh.
Shop's closed, Red. You're welcome to use the workbench. That's nothing big.
I told him. I didn't want it. Ask her. I don't know what she's doing here.
Can I not?
I just know I need
Okay, I guess I can't talk to the shop. This is your stash. You can be found in every settlement as well as any locations. This is awesome. Restock all categories. Sweet. That is an awesome feature of this game.
I hope Corvin and the others are doing better than I am.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one.
Oh
As soon
no.
as their blast hit, tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep.
Can you imagine how terrifying that
Too hard
is?
and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin... his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Ah.
Good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
Seriously.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Alright, so I think we got all the side quests here. A dash of courage. So we already got the meat, the bitter leaf, we just need the scrounger site. We're definitely going to do side missions first. We're only level 3, though. That's 874, 685. This one's the closest one. Alright. So like I said off camera, guys, I might do some of the, like the machine strike, that kind of stuff. I might do all that, like, off camera, but I want to do all side missions and, like, main missions on camera, I guess you can say, for y'all to see. Sorry, it really bothers me not to have all these checked off. Oh my lord, there's so many. Alright, so let's go to the campfire and save. Oh, before we end, let's actually... I'm going to make sure it actually won't let me talk to this guy. It won't let me, I guess because they're closed, so... Let's see what else I can upgrade here. I don't want to go too crazy. We'll do one more. Okay. Oh, I don't need to do that here. Alright guys, well when we come back, we are going to go to this mission right here. Probably do some exploring in the meantime. But until then, like always, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Horizon, and I'll see you for more very soon. Have a good one.